Good evening and salutations, my Days of Our Lives fans. Stephanie is just an annoying character. She really is, and I am starting to get so annoyed with Alex constantly trying to kiss her ass. Um, I understand what Alex did was wrong. Selfish, self-centered, and all that stuff. He apologized like there was no tomorrow, right? And at the end, she was like, I still can't be with you, but I accept your apology. This is after somehow Stephanie was able to save Kayla's job, which is like, I mean, she was dead. It's not like, they was like, oh, we're gonna fire you because you're incompetent. It was like, no, you're dead. But somehow she saved Kayla's job, and Alex was apologizing to Kayla. Um, Now, there's a point where he apologizes again to her, and she's trying to make it seem like, I don't know, you're apologizing to get on my good side or something like that. Like, just her vibe and everything. Then there's a point where he asks for her help. He's like, hey, listen, I got this big presentation tomorrow. I need you to sit there and help me stay on task and everything. This is after he says that he's going to therapy and trying to work on himself and everything. And she's like, is this some sort of ploy to sit there and get back with me? And I'm like, boo, you're really not that important. You're really not that attractive, to be honest. You're sexy, yeah, but to be honest, you're not that important. To be honest, he can actually do better. Just want to throw that out there. Just to mess with her little massive ego that she had. Like she just, uh, I don't know. Just like right off the jump, I never really liked her. I didn't hate her, but there was always something about her that was just like, you're kind of annoying, to be honest. And so he has to sit there and practically plead with this woman to help. And she's like, well, you are one of our biggest accounts. So I'm like, okay, so then just shut up and do it. Like, the dude's Nick talking about he's working on himself. He's apologized to you profusely. And yet, somehow, he still needs to sit there and kiss your feet. Like, it's just something about this chick that just, I can't with her. I don't really understand why on earth would Eric just allow EJ to just punch him and just be like, oh, well, I hit you last time, so the first shot is for free, and yada yada yada. And he just walks away, and I'm like, first of all, bro, you look like you may want to go to a hospital. That gash is kind of deep. I mean, granted, this is after Eric told EJ, hey, yeah, I slept with your girlfriend, and I was like, all right, bro, you do realize who you're dealing with. You kind of asked for it at that point, but he just walks away, and I'm like, what? um, he does sit there and he does give Nicole a call, but she doesn't answer. Now, of course, Nicole Smith, they're having a lot of pain. At first, Gabby's like, okay, whatever. You're just trying to get me to lower your guard. After I get 5 minutes, she's like, maybe she's kind of serious about that. I say, at first, she's all like, oh, you're faking it, this, that, and the third. And she realizes that she's not joking. Now, in the beginning, I'm not going to lie, I was kind of annoyed with Gabby because it was like, boo. She's literally hunched over and she's in pain. And you're just like, oh, you're no Mel Street. And I'm like, I wasn't a huge fan of Mel Street. I get that they were giving her flowers. But I'm like, eh. Um, but at the same time, I got it because I was like, you know what? Listen, they've been going back and forth with this whole, fighting for Stefan, fighting for EJ, tricking each other, doing all this, that, and the third. So I understood why she was kind of apprehensive. But she did eventually pick her up and was like, all right, you're really not joking. So she did take her to the hospital. And eventually, when EJ got back, she started doing this. Oh, she could be this where, she could be that where, she could be anywhere where, Nicole could be anywhere. Because EJ was like, yo, where's Nicole? But she does sit there and say that he was in the hospital. I mean, she's in the hospital. Long story short, she thought it was menopause. She did sit there and say she was late, and then she found out that she was pregnant by Caleb. So that happened. Steve was standoffish to Harrison as far as help is concerned, and Chad was like, "Yo, listen, she's the closest thing I have to a mother. We need him. He is a Navy SEAL. We're gonna need his. We're gonna need his skills and stuff like that." He was really riding Harris hard, but eventually he did jump on board because it's like, bro, this isn't about you. This is about Kate. He did sit there and say, "I'm gonna keep my eye on you," and I was like, it was a part of me. I was just like. I want to laugh at that, but yeah. Kate doesn't like the gruel that she's sitting there eating, and she's like, "This is slop," and I'm like, "Well, you do realize that they did save you, right? Like, you cut, you eat whatever's on that damn bowl." I understand, like I get that the dude was being a dick or whatever with the wedding ring and everything. Like, bro, Vegas can't be choosy. So she does wind up eating her gruel. God, that's what we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it gruel. And she's like, "I want to speak to your boss." He's like, "No." There's one point where he does leave his fingers. You know, he's like, "Oh, maybe I can sit there and give this to my girlfriend. Maybe I can fence it. I don't know." And Kate takes that knife and she threats to cut off his finger. Like, listen, if you do not take me to your boss right now, I will literally cut that thing off. By thing, I mean finger. Now, she does convince him to, like, yo, listen, I want to know who the boss is. Take me to the boss. So she goes into the boss office, and then of course he opens, the boss opens the door, and he's like, "Oh, it's you." I'm like, "Who is it?" "Oh, wait, it's Friday. It's Cliffhanger Friday." Right? I was actually there thinking like you were gonna actually give me some sort of anything, silly rabbit. Um, what else wound up happening? I feel like that's. Hey, I can't let people see my chicken scratch. Yeah, that's actually about it. That's it, more or less. Um, yeah. Now, from what I understood from what people said, they're telling me that it's possible that she can get pregnant, she just can't carry the term. So, and also she doesn't know who the baby's father's gonna be. I would sit there and say the other word, but it just sounds kind of ratchet, and I just don't feel like using that word. Um, so yeah, it's gonna be that whole thing. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else that wound up happening. All in all, I would sit there and say it was another good episode. Another good, solid episode. I'm with it. GH was fire. Days is good. Let's just hope. Let's just hope that the other two, um, bring the heat as well. I mean, it is Friday, so come on. All right. With that being said, I'm gonna go. I want to thank you for watching. Be safe. We'll be doing a live stream tonight with DC Soap Sanctuary. If you watch the video, you're gonna have an idea what we're gonna be talking about. We may talk about some soaps. Um, Not 100% sure on that, but we're definitely going to be sitting there going through our reflections, our time on this platform, and just kind of really getting into it, just our thoughts and all that jazz. So it's going to be a good convo. You definitely want to sit there and stick around for that, which is the usual 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. With that being said, I'm going to go. Thank you for watching. Be safe, and I will see you in the next video.